Hi, I'm Robbie with Real Release Charters. We're out here right now in the Chesapeake Bay sight fishing for cobias. We're using bowed up bucktails and eels right now. We're sight fishing on these rays. There's a bunch of pods of rays out here. Fish are stacking up on them, starting to move out of the bed. When I fish the bridge, I've got 150 pound and 200 pound braid on my rods for fishing the bridge. And I'll lock that drag down and cup the spool and hold it. And I'll throw the boat in reverse and we'll drag that fish and you'll see him dragging up on top. It'll be a 50 pound fish and you can still drag him across the surface as long as you got, heavy line on there. That's the main thing, is just keep them away from the bridge and just kind of keep them tight. And then once you get off the bridge, then you can loosen the drag and then fight them. Bucktails I use are the bowed up ones. It's just my preference on them. I love them. If I see a fish, I'll try to cast like 10 to 15 foot in front of them. You want to cast it and crank it, buzz it past his face. You'll get him to turn on it. Then when you get him to turn, you do big jigs. If I see him start swiping at it and missing it, I'll do slow jigs. You don't want that jig to go out of sight. You always want to see your jig. You want to feed it to them for about 15, 20 seconds. Because a lot of times they'll pick it up like a dog bone. We call it dog bone in the eel. They'll swim like that for a little bit. So you want to give them time for them to swallow it. Because a lot of times they'll pick it up and just start swimming off if there's other cobias around. Around here, I'll start catching my first ones on about May 12th. You're not gonna see a bunch of them, but you'll see some fish, and it's usually the more mature fish. But the water temperature you wanna look for is anything over 65 degrees. 65 is like their lowest that they'll stay in.